Spitfire just keeps pushing things into so many different amazing directions, and they're using some new technology that they've developed to just kind of present a really interesting take on legatos. And so the string section, 30 string players, so it's a set of 30, 8 violin ones, 6 violin twos, 6 violas, 4 basses, and 6 cellos. We're going to play through some of these, just kind of give you an idea of what this sounds like. Just pull this up. I'm going to look at, just kind of look at them individually and see if we can put something together. But here we go. So this is violin 1. One thing is that they have, like, I think 4 dynamic layers with this. You can just really go through these. Just from very soft, and then go for those runs. Just ripping into that. It's very playable. It just plays. It just, you know, it just really responds to how you play. You have some settings here that you can adjust how agile the dynamics are smooth. So it's set to agile, and you've got moderate and relaxed, and that just kind of helps the transitions. It's just gorgeous. And the thing about the vibrato is not very strong. It's just kind of subtle. And then they've got 2 different types of legato. They've got a regular legato and a slurred legato. It's just gorgeous. Yeah, so I'm thinking that they are just kind of testing the waters, and just like, I think this is like a proof of concept of their new legato technology. And I wouldn't be surprised if they did not have the shorts. But what they did have is, I guess the closest thing to the shorts is this glancing attack. And I think they priced it very well. You know, since it's just legato, well, not just legato, it's legato plus, I guess. But the glancing attack is really nice, and I'm gonna let you hear an example of that. So we've got the sustains. And this is just, yeah, so Harvard, yes. So if you, this weekend only, they've got Hans Zimmer strings for 50% off. So if you need a 120, just a gargantuan section, Now, even the sustains, it just really smooth. And then, of course, you've got your hairpins, where this kind of swell and down like a short, just performed. And then medium. And you've got these at all the dynamic layers as well. And so this changes the bow in the middle. And then the glancing attack. So let's look at a couple of the other. Let's look at the violas, just so you can kind of hear the difference. Yeah, Hans Zimmer Strings is a massive download. But listen to the richness of these strings. It's just excellent. Recorded at AIR, so you have that beautiful ambience of AIR Studios. Okay, so Thomas, let me just do that. So just like just how it can respond. So I'm going to go back to violin 1, and just the regular legato, and let's just bring the dynamic into the middle. So here we go. One cool thing is that you have the noise floor of these. You can crank up the room tone of AIR Studios, and that sometimes it's those little things too that adds to realism and fills in some things. I want to just turn that down a little bit. Then you've got like legato offset controls, and then the reverb. I don't even have reverb on because AIR is just so. You can hear how ambient that is. And then, speaking of reverbs, though, we have 3 different reverb impulse responses we can use. So I've got St. Luke's loaded here. But let's just try that again. I think it handles, these pretty fast runs pretty good. Yeah, I think it does a really good job. So let's take a look at the cellos. Yeah. Yeah, it's just... And I think they made a good decision about the vibrato. Sometimes when the vibrato is baked in, it's almost too much sometimes. And I'm glad they sort of went to this conservative. It's still emotional, but it's not overly done. Okay, I thought I would do something fun. Oh, let's see. I won't even use a click. Let's just see. Okay, got the... There we go. Let's see, here we go. Yeah, let's see. Let me see what the click is set at. It's always good to kind of play. Okay, I'm going to bring this down to about 90. Yeah, there we go. Okay, here we go. So I'm just going to start with a violin, like a melody, and then let's build around that and just see what happens here. Okay. Here we go. Let's try this again. Wow. Okay. Let's just stop that. And let's stop that and see what we can do. Okay. Now I'm going to go violin 2. Okay. And this is just live. It's just little live improving and just trying to do some things. So, okay, so here we go. Let's go and do the basses. And I've got on my mix face, I've got the first slider as expression and the second slider is assigned to dynamics. So let me shrink that down a little bit. So this is the basses. Okay, here we go. Okay, well, it's coming together. And you hear what I hope you hear what I'm hearing, how these just kind of, I don't know, it's just the size of it or just the way they captured this. So this is the cellos. And you know how it is here. This is all on the fly and in the moment, which I love. Here we go. Cellos. Okay, wow, I love it. And let's just lay the viola down and hear what happens. I always think of them as singers or a choir. So you've got your soprano 1, soprano 2, your alto, tenor, and bass. So I think of it as when I'm doing these separately like this, I think about it as just like a choral type of thing, but with strings. So you separate those things out. And then you can go in, you know, if you wanted to, in the piano roll and just kind of clean that up a little bit. But let's just listen to it. Just listen to this. Praise him, oh praise him, hallelujah, hallelujah. Wow, that is beautiful. My goodness, ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, got those little goosies. That's wonderful, man. It's wonderful. It's like singing. You know, I look at this like singing. So I'm when I'm playing these parts in, I'm kind of singing them in my head as I'm playing them, and just trying to find where those harmonies will match up. So yeah, okay. So that's a little bit of Appassionata. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting all excited because I get excited when I hear such beautiful things. It's just so beautiful. Well, okay, so I'm going to pull up Unify again because this is what this is really interesting. This is one reason why I love to use Unify a lot. I'm going to go to my user library. And man, so where are we here? Okay, so what I did, I created like an ensemble layer just using Appassionata. All of the longs, I guess, the sustains. Yeah, so I took all the sustains, violin 1, 2, violas, cello, and basses, and I sort of just laid them all together so we can kind of hear, we can kind of have it all on the keyboard at one time. That's really the number one thing that I love using Unify for, is taking the Spitfire libraries or taking any kind of library that doesn't have a full ensemble and be able to assemble it in Unify and have it all across the keyboard. So I've got the basses here. Oh man, yeah, Surge. Yeah, Surge. This would just be perfect for that. The way that they have gotten taken care of those transitions and things, they are really. I mean, they've knocked it out of the park with this, and I think they said it took them 15 years to get to this point. But you know what? The wait was worth it. So I've got all of these different things layered here. Listen how just lush that sounds. And this is just the sustains. So you could, okay, let's just do this. Why not? I've got it here. I've got it here. So I'm just going to go ahead and record another track with just this ensemble overlaid on top. And let's just hear what happens. I mean, why not? And you could actually sketch out something with the full ensemble. dynamic slider. Okay, now let me go back to the violin 1 here and go back and just lay something over top of that. Yeah, I wasn't planning on all of this, but it's fun. And thanks for hanging in there with me. So I'm going to just go right here. Yeah. Now, let's go back and play through what I just did and hoping I can remember what I did. Here we go. Ah, yeah.